Welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. Lots of new things to talk about today because so many things just dropped inside of the game. So many changes, starting with the new fusion that we have that began this morning. So now you guys know the focus of the channel over the next week or so, 2 weeks, is going to be focused on this fusion and absolutely slaying it the way that we always do. If you've never played Raid Shadow Legends, consider trying out the game with this QR code or my link in the description. Guys, I need your support so that this channel can continue going. Without you, we stop playing Raid. So let's keep it rolling, guys. I appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, let's get going. So we got clan versus clan coming. This one is going to include personal rewards, so you're going to want to put a bunch of your efforts into that. In addition to that, we now have gear hunter events. Essentially, these are the old dungeon diver events. They're now called gear hunter events, and we're going to be going for these fragments so that we can actually get the fusion going. Because the fusion is going to require a lot of rares to make epics to make the legendary, which is going to be pretty sweet. Granyt Doorkeep is coming to the game, boys, and he looks freaking awesome. A legendary HP-based champion. Each hit has a 75% chance of removing one random buff from the target. Each hit will ignore 20% of the target's defense. We have attacks all enemies, but before attacking, places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns, and has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff, and a block buffs on enemies for 2 turns. Then the Demolisher Blow, level 1, attacks one enemy. Before attacking, removes all debuffs from this champion and places a 15% shatter buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. It ignores Unkillable and Stone Skin. Oh my god. Are we talking arena champion right here? And ignores block damage buffs. If the target is not under any unkillable stone skin or block damage buffs, the attack will deal 100%. This is nuker heaven right here. Grants an extra turn if the attack kills an enemy. Holy crap. Increases ally crit rate by 20%. This guy, I freaking love him. I think he's going to be insane in the game. So basically for me, this guy is a must-have. So we're going to get working on it. And if we take a little bit of a closer look at the fusion calendar, we have Gear Hunter event that started today and Fire Night tournament. They go hand in hand. Then Gear Enhancement event is going to start tomorrow. Following that, we have until Thursday. Then there's Dragon Tournament, Champion Training. This thing is, we're gonna absolutely freaking slay this guy. Stick around for the journey because I love doing fusions. And as we go through the account itself, looks like we got another Primal Shard, taking us up to 31 Primals, 25 Sacreds. Guys, we're in really good position here for any type of a summon or champion chase or anything like that. And in addition to that, not only do we have all those champions, we got these Empress. Remember, we can get Empress on the account, Thea, Donnie, Lady Arash, and Dark Kale, all able to be summoned for any type of a champion chase tournament. I'm done focusing on the Smart Fella Titan event. I got what I wanted, which was the 3-star soul. That's good. Now it's about the, well, you got the fusion warm-up event too, where we kind of just passively are going through that. But now it's Gear Hunter event, aka the old school Dungeon Divers event. Also, we are in the Doom Tower, almost done with Hard Doom Tower, guys. We're just about there. Hard Doom Tower, we got one more day and we'll get it done. Can we get this? No, this is something that we will not be able to get done, not with those champions. One more day, we'll finish up Doom Tower on hard. That'll be nice. Clan Boss rewards, yeah, of course, we got some hanging in here right now. Let's see if we can get ourselves a Sacred Shard out of this or a Legendary Skill Tome. There it is right there, baby. Legendary Skill Tome. Let's go. They've been dropping a little bit more frequently lately. Ancient Shard out of Transcendent and an Epic Skill Tome. All right, fair enough, but we got work to do, so let's get started. And in addition, guys, Raid has just put out the kits for the September champions. We have Granyt Doorkeep, we have Clag K-Hulk, another legendary champion. Ooh, let's take a look at this one right here. Can we get a little bit of a zoom in on this bad boy? There we go. That's a little bit better for you. Attacks one enemy, transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target before the attack, has a 75% chance of placing a True Fear debuff for 1 turn, and it can't be resisted. attacks all enemies 2 times. After the first hit, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff and a 25% weakened debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. They can't be resisted by bosses. After the second hit, has a 75% chance of placing 50% decreased accuracy debuff and 50% decreased resistance debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. They can't be resisted by bosses. So we're looking at more of a PvE champion. This is a Void Affinity Legendary, baby. Places counterattack on all allies for 2 turns and an unkillable buff on allies for 1. Also places taunt on the champion for 2 turns. If a boss is present in the current round, these buffs are protected. Could knock that down to a 4-turn cooldown as well. And then the passive, whenever a champion places a debuff on the enemy, deals that and the let me redo that. Whenever this champion places a debuff on an enemy, it deals damage equal to 1% of their max HP for each debuff they are currently under. Stacks up to 10%, occurs once per skill and once per target, and the defense is the buff right there. Then we, of course, have the 2 champions that are for the fusion. We have Glade Wolf, where I'm not going to go through the kit, and where we have Hilda, an epic force champion that is also for that fusion. So that's a look at all the champions that are coming to raid. By the way, guys, I haven't taken you inside of my great haul in a minute. We got accuracy up on all of our champions, and I actually started working on the blue affinity crit damage. I went with that because that was, I just like that one. So we started focusing in on crit damage, working on some upgrades there. Then I'll move on to whatever affinity I'm using next. Potentially it's going to be Void, but I chose blue because I went over to my champions that I'm using, like a lot of my damage dealers, and right here, blue affinity. Alice, blue affinity. Ninja, blue affinity. We even have Nell, who is still not in the works, but we're getting her there. Thor, blue affinity. And Armand's blue. So a lot of the champions that I've been using in the arena are of blue affinity. So that's why I chose to go with that one. But I'm hoping that this guy could be on my roster soon and built out soon for the arena, because Jesus Christ, he seems like he's going to be actually insane. Speaking of the arena, why don't we dive into it and do a few battles over there? But before we do, yeah, you know it. We got some comments from you guys. Let's take a look. The first comment, not question, the first comment is from Scalador96. Just a heads up, Faction Wars Hard is a major step up in difficulty. Yeah, I've realized that. Not to mention the requirements for each stage to get 3 stars. It's a struggle for most endgame Krakens, so don't feel bad if some of your teams can't beat them. And yeah, man, I've definitely noticed that 100%. And it's okay, I wanted to get to Faction Wars Hard so I could unlock that poison, and that's what I'm gonna be working on for now. We're just trying to get that unlocked in the account, and then we'll move forward. Next comment is from Patrick Redstone 3622. By the way, I appreciate everyone who engages with the videos and comments and try and show the love here. You should definitely be pulling on every 2 times event until you get at least 1 or 2 good Void legendaries. And I chose not to pull on that event because, remember, we're looking for Leonardo in the future and we may need some of those shards. So I chose not to for that reason. That said, I agree with Patrick that I really could use an additional Void legendary champion that's a beast. We're just not there yet, and it may take a little time. And then this one is not only a comment, it's dialogue. He said, what's your Arbiter's speed? And I said, without looking, I believe we're at 375-ish. Actually, let's take a look in game right now. And I was actually incorrect. My Arbiter's speed is right now 350. 375 was jumping the gun by 25, which is actually quite a bit. So my Arbiter's speed is 350. And then he replies to the comment, I was just under 7 months of playing and my Arbiter's 316. I'm starting to get better gear and getting better at actually rolling up my gear now. Love watching your videos. I watch every day. Keep up the good work. Love watching your live arena battles. Man, I appreciate that so much, Tyler Miller. That's what I love doing inside of the game, and I'm really happy that some of you guys enjoy watching it as well. Well, I guess with that said, I appreciate all that comment. I appreciate all the support in the channel, and let's dive into the live arena, baby. All right, so we're looking at some different champions. He's got Shredder in the mix as well, which is interesting. Let's go with my standard team. I got my go-to team. Look at this, High Katoon. High Katoon, 6-star speed champion. No intimidating presence anywhere to be found. And I'm here with my 350 speed Arbiter. What's he gonna choose that final choice? And what am I gonna get? Oh my God, man, he's got the fast team. I'm gonna get rid of this guy right here. I'm gonna try and get rid High Katoon though. Wow, I don't know the last time I saw High Katoon in a battle. Let's see, is he gonna ban Arbiter and try and hope for that speed? What's his ban? What's it gonna be? He banned He-Man. Okay, he's probably coming in with some type of a stone skin team. Let's find out. It's their turn first too. Wow. Okay, not a stone skin team. He was confident in his speed. Their high Katoon was a freaking beast. Okay, let's go with Shredder. Try and, nope, that didn't do anything for turn meter right there. We did absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm frozen. This is gonna be a bad start for me, boys. This is not gonna be good. Holy crap. They're taking a long time to do their... Well, it took a long time to kill me. That's exactly what they did. You know, I'm hoping to get a little bit higher in the season. I am not sure how much longer is in the season for Arena, but I'd like to climb up a little bit. We've climbed up 400 trophies about, and which means we basically climbed up 400 trophies in general, up to almost 4K. So we're looking all right so far. I'm feeling good about how it's all going. By the way, my weekend went well. I hope yours went well also. We had football, my son's team. We won our first game. Like I said, the team is very, very young, but this is something cool. My son, he's the quarterback. He ran a rushing touchdown, it was like 50 yards. He threw a passing touchdown, which was like a 30-yard pass, and then the kid ran it the rest of the way. Awesome. And he kicked 2 extra points as well, my son. So he scored in almost every way you can score. The only thing he didn't get was a safety on someone in the game. I thought it was really cool. He's really doing well and excelling in football this season, so it's nice to see. Looks like they came in, they stole my Fabian. They also got Empress right there, who I know is a pain to deal with, but they don't have any stars on him, so I don't know if I'm concerned. Legit came in with almost a perfect team. I'm just missing Fabian, but Mikage, I'm okay with Mikage coming in place of Fabian. At this point in time, I may go with the speed ban right here to try and get the go first. I should be fine with going first. I have 2 of my fastest champions here. My Fabian is not one of my fastest. And you know, I've yet to match with any of you over here. I've yet to match with anybody from the channel. I'd love it if I think I did once. I think I did one time. I'd love to match with you guys. So if you want to jump into matches, 9, 10 a.m. is typically when I do it. Oh, they got 2 with intimidating presence and speed. Let's take him out of the mix. Let's take him out of the mix. They took out Mikage, which is actually the best ban. Give me Arbiter, give me Armands, and I'm happy. And here we go. We did get the speed. Oh, they got Stone Skin almost across the board. Good thing I have He-Man here and Armands. I can strip 1. Let's strip Fabian. Let's... Oh, this is actually good. Empress lost his... Oh my god, so close there, dude. So close. Do a bit of damage right there. Counterattack hurts. Who do we want to go with? Man, they got a bunch right here. Speed boost. Let's see if I can get Armands to get a go right here. Can I get Armands to go? Nope. Nope. I healed and did a speed poop, but, did I say a speed poop? A speed boost. What the heck am I saying, man? Oh, goodness. Don't do it to me, man. They're all shielded. Jesus. We got a rough start to this Monday morning, man. I felt like I had a decent go right off the bat. He-Man didn't get that shot right through her either. I was gonna say if I can get a turn, we'll be good, but I'm not getting a turn. Dang it. Dang it. My man right here took a bit of my control away. He took my Arbiter, and he took my Speed Boost Arbiter, and he took my Mikage. Oh my god, and he's got this mythical right there. And he would have taken... Jesus, he actually took a lot of my choices right there. Ooh, a 6-star mythical, I gotta ban that. I got to, which I am not gonna get the speed lead here. Okay, let's go with He-Man. Hope that we can give a little bit of speed boost to the team, but I got a lot of nukers and no control. Do I have any control? I got Fabian. Okay, I got Fabian for control, but he could very quickly be taken out. Yep, what's she gonna do? Oh, she's gonna stun me. There's the stun. I got 2 still up though, Cheshire Cat and Let's take that back. I don't have 2 left. I have none left. 0-3? What? I guess that means I'm gonna get a bot right now. Pretty sure it's a bot, but this punk ass took away my Cheshire Cat as that last pick. I'm gonna get Empress out of there, although this guy really annoys me too. There's definitely a lot of champions that I don't like seeing, and I went with a Mikage pick first because I'm assuming this is a bot. They're going to ban my first guy, and yep, that's exactly what's going on. So if I can't beat this guy, man, I got to put the game down. Shall we dive into battle? Let's get a little bit of a speed boost on the team here, although I know you probably, yeah, whatever, it is what it is. It's a battle, right? Resisted right there. You okay, buddy? Good boy. My man's sleeping on the floor right there. Let's get her to sleep. Since she resisted it. Good, great. Good stuff, huh? Let's go and try and fear everyone. I'm going to try and just knock everyone out with the strongest strike he's got. There it is. Can't take him down, so we're going to try and remove his buffs. We did it. Beautiful. We're going to try and take his turn meter down a tiny bit right here, and we did that as well. We're going to, again, turn meter decrease right here. Ba-boom. And we'll just finish things off right here with Thor. There we go. We took a win. It took me facing a bot to get the win, but you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm still in good spirits. I'm still in a good mood, and I hope you guys are too. Let me know what you think of the new champion, this new fusion. I like it.